Good evening. Tonight we will be preparing one of my favorite meals growing up as a child. It is a in the shell meat taco with a kimchi instead of lettuce, tomato, onion, the standard taco stuff. It was one of my favorite recipes, as I've already said. Something my mother would make, and who doesn't like a good home cooked meal? All right, so let's begin. All right, for this we're gonna need a pepper, garlic salt, of course kimchi, tortillas, and a little bit of vegetable oil, and of course hamburger. I mean, you could use other meats. I'm just gonna use hamburger because that's how Mama does it. All right, so here we have our bowl of burger, 3 tortillas, pepper, salt. We're gonna take a small chunk of burger, a tortilla, and you're just gonna do like a half moon. Then you're gonna take your salt, season to taste. Don't add too much because as it's cooking, it will naturally become salty. Then a little bit of pepper. Then we're gonna do the same thing to our remaining 2 tortillas. Tacos predate the arrival of Spanish in Mexico. There is anthropological evidence that the indigenous people living in the lake region of the Valley of Mexico traditionally ate tacos filled with small fish. Alright, so we have our oil ready. As you can see, we've already put our first taco in. Now, we're going to let this cook for about, say, 1-2 minutes on this side. Then we're going to take a spatula and we're going to fold this side onto the meat. Then we're going to lay it over so that the meat pushes the tortilla down, but it will also cook the other side at the same time. So that's where we're at. I have my other tacos right here already. I'm going to get another plate. That way I can just transfer the cooked tacos from the uncooked tacos. That way the oil doesn't make the other tortillas soggy and they fall apart before I even get them in the pan. Alright, see you. Well, there's 3 tacos. 6-8 minutes maybe? Okay, so we're still on the first taco. As you can see, now we're going to take this here, the tortilla, and our spat. Alright, let me turn that toward you. As you see, it's no longer pink, it's kind of a gray. So this here is nice and cooked. And we're just going to let it finish, and then we'll put the rest of the tacos on. Ancient Mexicans used fresh-made, soft, flat corn tortillas and filled them with fish and cooked organs. This staple meal provided vital nutrients and energy for those who consumed them. Alright, now that we have our tacos prepared, we're going to add our kimchi. Quick warning before opening it, it might bubble because it is fermented, which means some of the juices might rush to the surface and go out. So I'm going to safely do this over the sink, that way I have less of a mess to clean up. And if all goes according to plan, I will come back and obviously put the topping on my taco. Okay, so I lucked out, it didn't bubble over on me. I just want to show you that they are in fact cooked. Alright, so now we're going to take our kimchi. We don't need a lot of it. And then we're just going to put it on our tacos. Kimchi is a traditional side dish of salted cabbage, fermented vegetables, such as Napa cabbage and Korean radishes with varying spices such as Korean chili powder, garlic, ginger, and spring onions. It can also be added to soups and stews. It dates back to the Three Kingdoms of Korea. So it's been around for a while. I think another good thing about kimchi on tacos, it gives it that satisfying crunch sound. Like, have you ever eaten a taco and it just not give you a crunch sound? Well, see, I'm weird and I like, you know, the satisfying sound of a crunch when I bite into a taco. Alright, so now that we have our tacos properly prepared, quick warning though. There's a chance that when you bite into it, it's going to shoot all the juices out the back. So I suggest you do this over a napkin or a plate just to avoid a mess. So, so good. Yeah, this meat in the shell kimchi tacos was a favorite of mine and my brother's. It was something my mother would prepare. It was quick. It was simple. There was nothing fancy about it or elaborate, as you saw through the video. So, I hope you give it a shot. I hope you like it. Please leave a, well, what can I say? Leave a comment in the comments if you do try it. Let me know what you think. And I will see you on our next project. Have a good night. Thank you for your patience. Remember to click it, subscribe, and don't forget to ring that bell icon. Thank you, and we'll see you on the next project.